Aloha, beloved ones. My name is Cora Flora, and today I feel inspired to make a weekly oracle card reading for the week of February 12th until 19th, 2018, or whatever now moment you happen to find yourself in. As usual, my intention is always to flow guidance that is in alignment with your highest good, to support you in living your greatest potential. And if I do speak about anything negative, it's only so that we can learn from it and alchemize it into something beneficial and positive. So here we go. It's interesting that this week is Valentine's Day, so love is a focus for this week, which is why I wore this. It's actually a love cheer. Anyways, you can't see the whole shirt. I'm not going to show you, but it says love cheer. On my daily vlogs, I'll show the whole shirt, which are presently private but will be public on February 22nd. But anyways, who cares? Let's get into this reading. Okay. I invite you to just take a breath with me. Open your mind. Open your heart. Open your body. And just so you know, the deck that I use is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. It's the one deck I have. It's the one deck I love. I'm a monogamous reader these days. So here we go. Interesting. Darkest Fears. This card came up a few readings ago. So this card is about recognizing that some of the worst things that could ever have happened to you or could ever happen to you are here to bless you. So I would like you to, in this moment, think of some of the worst things that happened to you. And because there is a love focus this week, let's focus on love. So I invite you to, if you feel inspired, and if you resonate, you always have free will, think about some of the worst things that have happened to you when it comes to love this lifetime, and perhaps other lifetimes. Give yourself a moment to feel into your heart, and perhaps feel into some of the most challenging things that are hard to accept, hard to love through. And take a moment to see that this too is love. This too is God. This too is worthy of your acceptance. And I'm getting an image of a lotus blooming, thanks to the nutrients of the soil, thanks to the challenges, thanks to the composted experiences that have helped you grow and deepen and expand and bloom in your compassion, wisdom, and love throughout humanity, with all the foibles and all the blessings. So with that, know that the darkest fears, the most challenging things that you've experienced, are actually here to carve out a space within you for more love. So I invite you now to consider, what is the opposite of that experience or that feeling? And this may be something to journal on or express creatively. So for example, if you experienced rape, perhaps the opposite would be total consent, total consideration, total love, honor, respect, adoration, and replenishment of your essence. So with that as an example, I invite you to consider what the new moon of your experiences are opening up so that you can experience in fullness. So let that simmer, and that's something to flow in your journaling creativity this week if you feel inspired. And now let's go into another card. Win or lose, and there's a blocked position. And the word that comes to me around this is disappointment. So I get a feeling that there perhaps is a sense that because of the disappointments of the past, and many of them were charted, many of them were karmic, many of them were meant to be and were for your highest growth, but yet there's been this sort of like programming and feeling this undertone of like disappointment. And so I would like to, as I shift the card right side up, this is intended to be an energy healing through the power of prayer and the grace of God, by whatever name you want to resonate with, whatever is your truth. So as I shift the card right side up, I invite Creator, Source, Love to shift that for you, to bring that innocence into your heart, to help you to remember that you are worthy of love, you came here for love, you deserve to be loved, and it's your time to claim it. And this may not be necessarily with an attachment to details, but simply an attachment or a commitment to being the greatest love that you can be, and being in harmony with beings who reflect that in the best possible ways together. And that whatever that looks like to you is perfect. But restoring that innocence and reclaiming your heart as fertile soil for the greatest love you could ever imagine to flow and bloom forth for the highest good of all. Card number 3. Okay, interesting. Strengthening bonds. And I get a feeling that this is reminding you that primarily love is something that you connect with within yourself. It's interesting because the feeling of being in love with someone, as I'm reading in this book in the background here, it's The Choice for Love by Barbara DeAngelis. I'm loving this book. She talks about how when we're in a love relationship with someone and we feel like we're in love, it's because there is a mutual agreement, or perhaps a silent inner feeling of allowing that fullness of who we truly are to flow. And perhaps it's because when it's reflected and there is like a band of love together, it strengthens and allows us to reflect and amplify the field of who we truly are and what we can do together. But ultimately, this begins with us. And I feel like encouraging you to know that the experience of being in love begins with you. All you need is you. All you need is the love that you truly are. And as you do that, it strengthens your connection with the love in all life and the love in all the harmonic reflections around you. And I feel like that really is the way forward into heaven earth. Being that love, feeling that love, receiving, dreaming, and sharing that love. So I hope you enjoyed. My deepest intention is that any of this simply resonates with your inner truth. So anything that resonates, keep it. Anything that doesn't, let it go. Wishing you a beautiful week full of hearts and love and whatever it is that makes you feel appreciated for just being who you are.